Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Brighten up those dark mornings indeed. Mornings at the Cabin, Wheeler and Lekter with you. Ollie's also here, but he's looking at his phone. Minus 9.7 degrees, 7 o'clock and 35 seconds. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween weekend, because it was Halloween weekend this past weekend. I mean, so much Halloween stuff going on. What?
It's the first Monday in months. We've hit the right liner. Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Well done.
Starting off the week right.
That's right. Well, it's not months. I mean, it's only been really dark at this time for a few weeks.
All right.
All right? All right.
A few weeks, okay.
How was your Halloween weekend? Obviously, Halloween is not till Thursday, but all the parties...
It's not Halloween weekend. What a dumb weekend to have the parties on.
All the adult parties were this weekend. Why? A lot of the kid parties were this weekend, too.
But why?
Because after Halloween, it's over.
School days.
Done.
School days, baby.
But do it Friday. Why don't you do just the day after Halloween?
You can't do
November.
That. You can't. That's November. You can't have Halloween in November.
No, that's
when all the Christmas decorations go up.
Closest one.
Evil.
You might as well just do it the closest weekend. Makes no sense.
And you're right. He's absolutely right. It doesn't make sense. But celebrating it past the day that it's supposed to be on is just a no-go in our society.
This isn't Christmas, Ollie.
Yeah, we can't celebrate it the whole year round. Can't keep that Christmas feeling in our hearts all year round. How are we going to do it for Halloween?
I like that Christmas feeling. I would like that back.
You like that Christmas
It's coming.
I love Christmas.
I love Christmas too.
It's on its way.
I love Christmas too. The whole month, you get to chill with the family, meet up with friends. There's an extra added feeling of like camaraderie.
Yeah.
Guys, we haven't even got to Halloween
It gets
yet.
a little sappy for me, though.
Let's calm down.
No, Halloween is done. We all went to parties this weekend. Even kids had parties this weekend. Halloween is done, although we still have to do the Halloween thing on Thursday, which we'll talk about during the show.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin, Wheeler, Ollie, Lekter with you on your Monday morning. A little pre-Halloween, a little post-Halloween.
No.
No, there were a few big parties this weekend.
That doesn't matter. It's still not post-Halloween, is it?
It is.
It just isn't.
Here's something.
You can't gaslight the entirety of Halloween.
I can, actually. I gaslight children all the time. You're crazy. How dare you say that? So I felt there's a Boolesque cast and crew page, and we share things, and we continue to share things as we're all just kind of in love with each other still, because we're still dripping with that post-show residue,
right?
Glitter mostly, and fake blood. But just sharing things that maybe, hey, this would be cool for next year. This would be cool for next year. But also people saying, I'm finding it kind of hard to get up for Halloween this year because I feel like I've done my Halloweening already. We spent last weekend all dressed up with fake blood, being scary. And this weekend, I was just like, there's opportunities to go to parties. You had the Racket Club party. You had a Petrified Forest from the Creative Collective.
Yep. NWT Disabilities Council had a thing on
That's
Friday.
That's right. They had the Hootenanny.
Yep.
The Hootenanny, which I heard was
How can
great.
I forget that word?
The Hootenanny.
The Hootenanny.
Some kids in this generation calling it a Hootenanny. They can get the hell out. But apparently that was really great, too. Some of the Bella kids danced at that, and the kids just really loved it. And I was feeling that same way, too. I was, trying to decide if I should go to any of these. Didn't do anything.
No.
Don't even really want to dress up.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, you're in your mid-30s. It's probably okay now.
Oh, is it okay? No, because I feel like people still really get down for Halloween. And I've said this before, that I spent 5 years at a dinner theater dressing up every night, that, Halloween just kind of became... It became a night off for me. It took something I took pride in while I was working there. I was like, I'm taking tonight off. Mm-hmm. But we're all going to dress up. We all dress up every day. So I'm going to take tonight off and just be a complete stick in the mud.
Did you go out, Ollie?
Yeah. Did you end up? You didn't end up going to the Elks Crazy Nights at the Elks party?
No.
Did you go to Emily's sushi making party?
Didn't get a chance.
Oh, for goodness sake. We were terrible friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you?
You know I didn't go already.
I know I did, but I had to ask you live on the air. You didn't go out at all either?
No, I dressed up too. I was burnt out.
Yeah, that's right.
Last Saturday.
Well, you dressed up hard, man. You had the full half a mask, latex applications and whatnot.
Yeah.
Couldn't even eat properly.
No.
Had to drink beer through a straw.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can't just slap something together after that. It's just a letdown.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'll probably have to. People are going to be encouraged to dress up for work at the dealership on Thursday.
Okay.
Now, last year I went as a ceiling fan.
Yes.
And my sign is still there next to my desk.
Yes.
People always look at it as like, what is that? I'm like, well, I was a ceiling fan. They're like, I don't get it.
Now's your chance to remind them.
That's right.
This is what this is doing here.
This is what Halloween is all about. Taking the piss out of it. But on Thursday, we have still not finished Halloweening.
No.
On Thursday, we will do our annual Halloween special live
On
on
Halloween.
Facebook on Halloween.
Like it should be.
Imagine that.
That's right. But we'll all be in bed by 9 because it's a school night. So we'll be touring around the city as we do. We got a few extra surprises in store, but there are some things I absolutely want to check out. There's a few haunted houses around the town, I should say, that we should check out. If anybody knows of any specific addresses that we need to visit, please send them to mailbox at cabinradio.ca or 867-675-0100, the rant line, or messages on Facebook. It's as simple as that. If you want us to come by, steal some of your candy, embarrass your children, we will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Critique your decorations.
Absolutely.
Remember last year, the guy who had the light reflector thing going on in his garage, and it had Christmas
Oh, I remember.
decorations.
That was
going
on England Crescent. Yeah. No, I remember.
I hope he remembers.
Well, I mean, that's
Gave him a
what
good
he was going
scolding.
as for Halloween. Christmas. What are you this Halloween? Christmas? All right.
It was like they were hanging their head as they opened the door. They're like,
Yeah, we know it's a Christmas thing. It's
we failed.
we
Sorry.
failed. No, it was fine. I like those things. My mom has those. My mom's got her house all decked up, and so we'll have to drop by her house as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we
didn't go
visited
there last year.
Your mom for Halloween.
We went 2 years ago, but not last year.
Oh, did we go 2 years
Yeah,
ago?
We did. Yeah,
Okay.
first
One
time.
of the first
Yeah.
first places we stopped.
This is the third annual Cabin Radio Halloween Spooktacular. I'm the first one to ever say that. So, but yeah, none of us kind of went out this weekend feeling that pinch of the age, I guess.
Re-energizing.
For Thursday night. And if Ollie had his way, Halloween on November 2nd. Because why not just have it on the
Ludicrous.
closest possible weekend?
Ludicrous.
It's not Ludicrismas, Ollie.
Ah.
That's see, that's right. Yeah, it's Shalloween. I have nothing for Halloween. No. There we are. Ollie, what are you going to go as on Thursday?
Depressed individual.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Talking a little baseball. That's right. If you watched the World Series over the weekend, a decisive kind of 3 games for the Houston Astros after going down 2-0 are now up 3-2 after a astonishing weekend of collapse by the Washington Nationals. Speaking of collapse, the U.S. The Washington Nationals were at home last night to the Houston Astros, and there's a very special member of the audience out there, President Donald Trump. That's right. He attended the game, and when they announced his name, there's actually a video of this, and they announced his name, him and Melania's name, and he went, oh, he kind of got like all excited.
He was
like,
surprised.
Started smiling. He's like,
Caught
he's
off
surprised.
guard.
Like, well, he's a very good actor. He's like surprised
yeah.
that they would announce his name. Meanwhile, he's like, if they don't announce my name, we're shutting down this team.
Like, what, little old me?
Well, little me. I mean, what have I done to deserve such attention? Guys,
all right.
come on. Okay, I'll stand up. I'll stand up.
all right.
Everybody. And then he was greeted by a chorus of boos, unfortunately for him, and hilariously for the rest of us. So that's kind of one of the stories coming out of that game, other than the complete collapse by the Washington Nationals over the last 3 games to a team that is better than them. They stole the first 2 games. In the last 3 games, they've just kind of been doing what were kind of meant to do, which is to lose to the Houston Astros. But yeah, that's how the game started. He's like, please welcome the Washington Nationals in welcoming President Donald Trump and Melania Trump. And there was like a clap and then boo. So the memes.
That
since
one guy
then-
who was clapping looks behind him like, what?
What? The memes since last night have been pretty awesome. Most of them having to do with The Simpsons. And there's one.
I was going to say, did they throw pretzels?
No, they didn't throw pretzels. But there is a meme of Smithers sitting beside President Trump and saying, no, they're saying boo earns. Boo earns. Which is perfect. Ollie, from a political standpoint, where does this put Trump?
Nice try.
In a pickle. Let me tell you.
In a pickle. A real pickle.
He's just
but I mean, the
lucky he didn't win a
hometown
van.
is booing him, for God's sake.
Oof. Lucky he did not go home with a van.
That's right.
'Cause then they would have rioted.
Just a bunch of snowflakes in the audience.
Whitey Ford had to
Whitey
come
Ford.
out and
Whitey Ford,
calm down the
Dead
crowd.
for 20 years on the field.
He'd come back from the grave, calm down the crowd.
Well, it was the Halloween game, right? It was Sunday night before Halloween. So it was
Listen,
the
how
Halloween
many
game.
times? How many times do we have to go through this? No.
Halloween past weekend. It's done. It's done. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of overshadowed the game, I would imagine, a little bit.
I mean, like, kind of, because most of the...
When it's a 7-1 game.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing, is that Houston's just kind of taken it to the Nationals in the last few games. But, I mean, that kind of overshadowed it, just kind of like, yeah. That was
and
the big narrative coming out of
spirit of the United States of America is really just...
People in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
booing the president, which, I mean, is probably not that... It's probably not that uncommon, I would imagine.
No.
On the national stage, and a game being watched by probably 20 to 30 million people, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny stuff.
It's good stuff. Good Halloween stuff.
Good wholesome material.
Well, I kept waiting for him to be like, just rip off his mask and be like Howard Stern or something. That would have been amazing.
That would have been pretty great.
Because you can get those really lifelike masks. Next year, I do want to get one of those. You've seen these masks that, like, there are larger versions of a human head, but they're texturized. They're made in such a way that it looks like a human head. It looks like a real person's head. It's just bigger.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to describe this right now, but I think you all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
I want to get one of those for next year.
I can't wait to watch the video of it happening and hear those boos dubbed into cheers.
Yeah, that's right. That will happen. That will happen. At some point today, he will have a press conference and say, this is the actual video from what happened last night. And I'll just be like, "Boo!" But it'll be cheers from like a Nazi rally in 1933.
It was the happiest crowd in baseball history.
That's
period.
Right. Yeah. And it's the only crowd cheering we could get for free use or fair use. There it is. This is Nazi rally chants. Also, the other part of this is that the chants there wasn't just boos, there were chants of lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. And behind home plate, because the camera angles behind the pitcher towards home plate.
Right.
Behind home plate, two people put up signs that said veterans for impeachment.
They knew he was going to be there.
They knew he was going to be there.
How did they know? He didn't even know he was going to be there.
He stood up surprised. I'm like, I'm here? Where am I?
This needs to be looked into.
Well, and dementia.
Who are these two people with the signs?
And then right next to those gentlemen, a couple of ladies just took this upon themselves to lift up their shirts and show their patriotism. So there was all kinds of shenanigans going on at that hootenanny
carnival going on.
Yeah, it's a real carnival-like atmosphere. Ollie, anything to add?
What kind of carnivals have you guys been to?
Oh, you haven't been to one of those carnivals?
You haven't been to one of those carnivals where people flash and
boo the president?
And boo the president.
Veterans turn up.
Veterans turn up and say, I like this guy impeached.
I have never been to a carnival where a veteran has approached me and asked for my views on the impeachment of the president.
The differences in our culture.
That's right.
It's so beautiful.
Do they have carnivals in England? Like roving, traveling, like they set up in a parking lot at a Tesco and they put up rides and fake games and whatnot.
Kind of.
Yeah. They used to have one come through here every couple of years. Co-op parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Well, there
was one here last year.
The Crooked Games. Was there one here last year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where am I right now? I have no idea what's going on.
Boo!
Boo! Lock him up. Lock him up. Very good. Very good. Where'd they put it? Oh, yeah, at the thing. At the thing.
The thing.
Boo! Get out of town, talent townie.
Veterans for Trailbreaker.
Go tune into Lauren McGinnis at some such station.
Scenes on the cabin.
I demand justice! Someone has married my brother.
No.
She took him to Hawaii.
Get out of here.
They have moved into a large, expensive home where they make love constantly.
I hate it when that happens.
Arrest her at once, without delay.
Who?
Debbie, my brother's wife, the temptress of Waikiki.
Who are you? What are you? Who moved the rock?
Officer, you must issue a subpoena. I believe they own...
Gomez, no.
A Buick!
Just leave. Leave quietly. Leave now. Don't make me call Ringling Brothers.
Has the planet gone mad? My brother, passion's hostage. I seek justice. Denied. I shall not submit. I shall conquer. I shall rise. I have seen evil. I have seen horror. I have seen the unholy maggots which feast in the dark recesses of the human soul.
They're at camp.
I have seen all of this, officer, but until today, I had never seen you.
Hook him, book him, cook him. Now!
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox at cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including the Monkey Tree Pub and Steak Restaurant, the Woodyard Brewhouse and Eatery, Flavor Trader, Copperhouse Eatery and Lounge, or Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by General Manager of Cabin Radio and friend of the show, AJ Goodwin.
Yes, I am a friend of the show. Yeah. I really like you guys.
Thanks for joining us, bud. This weekend, a long tradition was finally held. I'm not sure if it's ever been held in Yellowknife before. I have not seen it, but a sing-along to Rocky Horror Picture Show at NACC on Friday night, hosted by another friend of the show, Nancy McNeil.
Oh, yeah. She hosted.
She hosted.
Oh, hey.
She was the MC.
Cool.
She was great.
Of course she was. Of course. So what, if you don't know, if you hadn't had the pleasure of seeing Rocky Horror Show, it is a cult classic. Mm-hmm. And throughout the history of it showing in theaters, people have basically turned it into audience participation. There's certain parts that you yell out, you scream, you do certain things with props.
Toast, apparently.
You throw toast.
Yeah.
Did you throw toast?
I did not.
Did you bring
AJ,
toast?
Wait.
You know what? They brought bread. It wasn't toast.
Ah.
I looked in the bags. That was fresh bread.
They thought of it. It was an afterthought. They thought of it as they were on the way to the theater.
Nancy.
So, it's a really, really fun time. I've done it back in the day. Mm-hmm. I actually did the show here in Yellowknife at what is now Coyotes.
Oh, really?
We did it in actually what is now the Legion was where the stage and where everybody sat.
Right.
And upstairs was the green room where Coyotes is. And we did a Rocky Horror Show in January of 2000.
Wow.
19 years ago.
Holy.
That's right.
What were the 90s like, Jesse?
A terrible, horrible, awful, no good time. Wow. But a time of great prosperity that would never end because of deregulation.
Yeah, and Scott Leckerman's show.
And
riding it, and Scott Leckerman's show. Taking the 90s.
Oh, yes. Right.
Forever
Yes.
That's right.
Years later to come. Yes.
The 90s was okay.
Yeah.
The 90s was okay. I don't know. This is stressful. I was 18 at the end of the 90s. It was god awful. So Rocky Horror Show on Friday night at NACC. They showed the movie. Everybody participated. I'm sure they taught everybody how to do things. They actually put out a little post that was really effective. Bring this, bring this, bring this.
Are you
at
sure?
At this point, they do this.
How sure are you?
I'm not that sure. This is why I'm asking AJ Goodwin, who had never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show up until Friday night, and just jumped in head first and did the audience participation right off the bat. How was it?
I wouldn't say I did it off the bat. It took a little while to warm up to it. Yeah. But it
you buried the lead.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I did.
It was good.
I'm not going to let you segue smoothly
Thank you very much.
into my part.
How was it? Well, I wasn't actually there. Oh, okay, great.
I didn't actually go. Yeah.
No, I saw a picture of you there, so I knew you were there.
Yes, I was there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
but I kept asking people, what is this about?
It's not
Assuming
about
I
anything.
would get a description of the movie.
No.
Every single person described it exactly as you just described it. A cult classic.
It's a cult classic.
Or they
that
have
doesn't mean anything.
An emotion with it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's this euphoric experience and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Okay,
but
see,
what's it about?
Here's the problem with cult classes: is that it devolves into something like that. It's a euphoric experience. It is. It's a rock. It's a campy rock musical, is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got fantastic music, fantastic performances, and it deals with a lot of things that were kind of taboo even back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Relating to being transgender, S&M, things like this,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
open sexualities.
And makes it as fun and sexy as it can be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of people who that don't want to make it political, but I mean, that's kind of what it's about.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I walked out of there going, I still have no idea what it's about.
What it's most famous for is the audience participation, that nature of it is why it's so popular, and with its screenings and being able to kind of be a part of the movie. But on top of all that is Tim Curry, who is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and Susan
Dr.
Sarandon. Actually, when they were
Susan
going
Sarandon,
through the
right.
opening credits, I didn't realize how many big name actors.
Oh
were in
yeah, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Meatloaf is in it.
Meatloaf is in it. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. I played
he dies, doesn't he?
He dies
Yeah.
very
He does.
quickly. I played
Yeah.
the Meatloaf part in the Rocky Horror Show. Get axed to death by Frankenfurter. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And as you were participating, did you get into it? Did you have a good time?
I'll be honest with you, it was a little difficult because I didn't know what was coming. You know what I mean? Like everyone clearly knew what to do.
Yeah.
The yell. I got into the yelling though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you pick up on that pretty quickly.
Did you yell,
I won't,
say it?
I won't
Say it!
it.
So what's the yelling about?
Say it!
So when they say the boring guy Brad,
Yeah.
they say Brad's name, everyone yells out hole.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just censored myself.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they do.
And then when they say Janet, they yell out. Can I even spell it on air?
I think you can.
SL letter T.
I think you can say.
Whoa.
I think you can say slut.
Pretty sure
Whoa.
our listeners can
Yeah.
read.
So they do. So these are the things. Yeah. So like when those characters come up, you say those things, and then there's other things like when in the middle of a song, I see you shiver. Yeah, I think you shiver with Antissa, and he takes a big pregnant pause, and in the middle of that, you say say it, Antissa, patient.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's this one guy that kind of narrates it, and every time he goes up, everyone just yells like, "Hurry up! Like this is boring." For a movie that they
Or
all love,
narrator.
And
they're
that's a-
really critical.
And that's a thing too. That's like
Everyone was doing it.
Oh, okay. People
Everyone
weren't just
knew-
yelling it at this showing.
No,
because-
No, it's
Yeah,
no.
okay.
This is
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is part of the whole thing.
Right.
There's a whole list of things that you do.
Yeah.
For these screenings.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
everyone
it's,
put newspapers on their head when
Or
there's
the
a
rain.
raining scene.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
so there's like a
Yeah,
bunch
we
of
talked about that.
interaction.
When did they
one.
throw the toast again?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Did anyone know? Doesn't sound like anyone knew
Honestly,
the whole deal with
I
the
go back
toast.
to it wasn't toast at all. So what's
Yeah.
the point, right?
That's right. It was
Yeah.
just
At least bring some butane lighters and give it a quick little char on the
Can't
side.
do that in
you
a
know?
theater.
Did you have anyone to like kind of hold your hand and lead you into this? Or
Yeah,
did
who'd you
just
go with?
go in?
Well, Sarah and I, because we shot the video.
Of course.
And then I befriended, I can't remember her name. I don't even know if I got her name actually, but I befriended this woman next to me, and she was the only one that actually told me what like the movie was about.
What did she
Okay.
say?
Actually, well, she's like, well, it's
Cult classic.
It's a
Call classic.
a
It's call
couple
classic.
that break down, and then they have to go to this castle, and then there's just like a bunch of crazy people partying in this castle.
But that
I'm
just
like,
describes like every horror
okay.
movie ever, though.
yeah, but at least it's a description.
Yeah, but it's not
Even
really.
this morning, you have yet to describe what the movie has been
I
about.
told you what it was about.
No, you haven't. You just kept saying it's a cult classic.
No, you don't want to know what it's about. You want to know the plot.
Yeah, but see, that's the different experience I've had with movies. I typically like to know what the movie's about. Even after I've seen it, I would like to know
So
what
what
the
was
movie
all that
was
about?
about.
Ugh, God.
I walked out of there more confused than when I went in.
AJ Paint by Numbers Goodwin. I want to know what things are about. Get out of here.
I think maybe that is the point of the movie, though, to leave more confused than when you arrived.
I would agree with that. I would agree.
They did a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
Nailed
But I
it.
don't think I was the only one.
You can see why it's a cult classic, though. Like
I
think
can
you're right.
see why people get so into it. And it was a lot of fun.
And the
Like,
music's awesome. Like
as
the music's
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, it's cool. And the acting's like the whole performance
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, yeah, the movie makes zero sense, but
It's true.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and the experience itself, right? That's the whole thing about it. From what I gathered,
Very good.
people get to dress up and have some fun.
Did you dress up?
No, we didn't.
No.
No, I saw a picture of him in that very hoodie that he's wearing
Exactly what I'm wearing right now.
Very
I think I had
sexy.
a different color hat.
Very sexy.
right now. Very sexy. Very S&M. Very cool. I'm glad you got a chance to go see that. I did not have a chance, and I haven't seen it in a very long time. I think, though, as I was talking about it this weekend, it's time. It's time for Rocky Horror Show to do again.
Another stage show.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was talking about it with some people, and maybe doing it at the top night would be possible.
Oh, yeah.
What we did when we did it 19 years ago was more of a dinner theater presentation. We didn't do it at NACC. We did it in a small, like the Legion, what the Legion is now,
Right.
in that place. We actually had an elevator go through that hole in the floor, between the two
Oh,
floors.
wow.
Very
Oh,
cool
cool.
stuff.
Cool.
So they did a really good job. And so a small dinner theater-esque performance of that, I think, is where it needs to be, right? Because there's almost a burlesque element to it.
Yeah, totally.
And you can kind of isolate these performances, and you don't have to have them on a big set piece or anything like that. So I think it's time
Yeah, that'd be
for
cool.
Rocky Horror to launch again in Yellowknife. I don't want to do it, but if anybody wants to organize that, I will certainly audition for us.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
So Thursday night, we will be doing our 3rd annual Halloween Spooktacular. That's right. We'll be out and about in the city, just kind of featuring kids we run into, kids we run over. We'll try not to run over any kids.
And we won't feature that.
What?
We hide that. That goes right under the rug.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll put it in the blooper reel.
Yeah, there you go.
Full transparency.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll acknowledge the
Yeah.
children. The monsters that we ran over.
We'll
We
have
don't have to go into.
That's
the
right.
children.
We'll have an in
Yeah.
memoriam
That's
at
not
the end of the video.
That's not humanized.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we ran over a dinosaur. That's what we ran over. No, of course not. But that is a good reminder to maybe put reflective strips on your kids' costumes.
Yeah.
Because especially out in like places like Finlayson, it gets super busy, right? I mean, we were talking about the Hardys and how they take in about they give candy away to like 500 kids.
Yeah.
That's what it's like on Finlayson, right? That whole area, just kids everywhere. And of course, there's cars coming left and right all the time because everybody wants to drop their kids off there. Because honestly, I think if you were a parent and you went to Finlayson, you're like, we can get this done. We can knock this out in 20 minutes and this kid's going to have a bag full of candy.
Yeah.
Like a shopping bag full of candy.
Good game plan.
Absolutely good game plan, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's where a lot of people go. So that we'll be there. We'll be there in the thick of it.
If you got a motorized golf cart, I think that's the way to go.
I think so.
You trailer it in, motorized golf cart right through the whole suburb,
Oh, yeah.
back on the trailer.
And
You're
if
in
you
the
like,
next
and if
suburb.
you run over people, they're just kind of like
It's kind of
hurt their shin a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
that was
Wow.
annoying.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Kind of an
You
inconvenience.
scuffed my suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Now I'm a run over zombie.
Hey, that'd be pretty sweet, actually.
That's actually
Yeah, you
pretty
know
good.
what? I'll
idea.
let someone run me over to a golf cart.
Yeah.
Just so I get that tire tread across my stomach.
Your dedication.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. So Thursday night we'll be out and about. Please let us know if there's any haunted houses or any places that we should definitely visit. We're definitely going to go by the Hardys. There's always a few awesome like haunted houses that people put together. And so if you want to let us know about those, please do. Mailbox at cabinradio.ca. Send us a message on Facebook or call the rent line 867-675-0100. And as we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks, for these folks that do put up these huge decorations and put a lot of effort into it, I don't know, if you want to toss them a couple bucks, I'm sure they wouldn't reject that, right?
E-transfer might be preferred.
Yeah, you think?
Throwing change to them.
Well, I mean,
Nice haunted house. Here you go.
here's the stuff out of my pocket.
Well, the least they could do is get an Interact machine.
Yeah, that's right.
You just tap
That's
and
right.
go.
Yeah, right. For goodness sake, have an iPad ready with a little four square.
Put the onus back on them.
That's right. Yeah, you're the one who put it up. Why do I have to pay for it? Okay, fair enough. But I mean, it does cost a lot of money, and it puts there's a lot of effort to be put into that. So that's why I don't do it.
Big shout out to all the
Good Lord.
Rocket
AJ
Horror
is
Picture
turning
Show.
into a friggin' zombie right here on the morning show.
Shouldn't have smoked that pack before
Good
I came here.
Lord.
Usually that's me. It's nice to have someone else take over.
Yeah.
Thanks, AJ.
I'm back.
Welcome back to KZMB, all zombie radio.
We could probably do a whole break like that.
All right, we switched to the moose for a second. Thursday night, we will be out and about. Look for us on live on Facebook Live, of course, and we'll put up video highlights probably within the day of that.
Yep.
But I'm looking forward to it. As always, love getting out there on Halloween, seeing all the decorations, seeing all the kids having a good time, all the monsters keeping their evil in check. Have no idea what I'm going to dress up as.
Neither do I.
You're going to be Nemo.
Yeah, I'll probably be Nemo. Yeah.
Nemo. And Lekter will go as Lekter,
Cameraman.
since AJ went as Lekter on Friday night.
Yeah, maybe that's
Racket
what I'll
Club.
do. Maybe I'll go as Lecter.
That was
pretty
beautiful.
great. That was
by the
pretty
way.
nice.
I was honored.
That was very
So
good.
actually, I was Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, okay.
And Garrett was Silent Bob. And the first person that came up to me said, "Oh, you came as Scott." Oh my goodness. I did
come as Scott.
So the second I was away from Garrett, I was Scott. The second we were together,
Wow. Raising the bar. 2 costumes.
Wow.
In one.
For the
this guy.
price of one. Chance out of Bob, huh?
Jay. Yeah.
All right.
It was easy. It was last minute, and I had a wig.
There you go. Done and done. That's usually how my Halloween costumes come together as well. So, I will have to decide before Thursday what I'm going to go as. Last year I had that shark head, which I didn't wear, which you wore.
You can go as me.
I don't want to go.
Steal JJ's wig.
No.
Hey, you want to wig?
No.
We can go as a before and after, Scott. I'll be Scott. I'll be Scott in an alternate universe where I didn't grow to 6'4", but I got girthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thick Scott.
Big Scott, Big Lekter.
Yeah, you might be overthinking that, but yeah.
Overthinking.
I don't. You don't need a backstory.
Multiverse.
Other people need to get it. That's
Do they?
Oh, you don't get it? Yeah,
I actually kind of love it. I actually kind of love it when people don't get the Halloween costume.
All right.
What are you supposed to be? And then you go into a long explanation. They're like, "Oh yeah, I can see it." Like, yeah, that's right. Get away from me.
I definitely saw a couple in my Facebook newsfeed, a couple costumes where
Yeah.
it was just like nobody gets that. Like nobody knows what you're referencing.
Especially if it's like another person, like someone in a show. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, you put a shirt on and you're the guy from The Office.
Yeah.
You're like, that doesn't. No one's gonna get this. You're just wearing a yellow shirt with a name tag.
Yeah, it's fine.
Then you need the name tag.
great.
So they know what you're talking
That's
about.
great.
Yeah,
Who cares?
that doesn't count. You have to at least put a wig on. That's my bar.
Yeah, fair.
right.
Unless you're playing Kevin,
Unless you're playing Kevin,
then yeah. I
Well.
guess you need a skin cap.
and you,
I don't know.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
From The Office.
from The Office.
Oh,
Not our
I thought you
Kevin.
meant K-Mac. I was like,
No,
all right. I
no.
don't think we need to drag K-Mac into this.
No, K-Mac rocks that look.
That's right.
Kevin from The Office.
Not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much. Thursday night, Facebook Live on our Facebook page, Cabin Radio NWT. And like I said, if you have any haunted houses or houses that we definitely need to go to, because you got them full-size candy bars and full-size cans of pop.
What?
867-675-0100, mailbox at cabinradio.ca, or message us on Facebook. Happy Halloween in a few days.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.